So Adam, when did you become acquainted with Bermuda and what made you fall in love with us?
So my first trip here on the island was with my wife, and that was some years ago now. Came from London, where my wife and I were living. Came here for a 1 week stay. Stayed at the Southampton Princess. Had a very enjoyable stay, and I was very fortunate to have worked with a Bermudian in Moscow back in the day. And we became very good friends, and I've had the very good fortune of his and his family's hospitality on the island, and I've been to the island many times since, and I've had fantastic experiences here on leisure trips, visiting more or less every part of the island, and it's just been it's my happy place. I love it here.
What brought you to the point of developing a Bermuda airline?
You know, my background is banking, and I worked in London, spent some time in New York, spent a number of years out in Russia, and aviation was always a very big interest for me because I travel so much, and I've always traveled a lot. And frankly, I wanted to do something. I wanted to provide something better than what we're otherwise accustomed to. And so Bermuda just seems to me that it was lacking, and it has been lacking over the last few years in terms of airlift. It seems to me that it's one of the big talking points on island in any of my casual conversations with individuals. I understand and appreciate the frustration that Bermudians have, because I see it and I live it every day. And so to me, it was a natural opportunity for us to come in and to do something entirely new, to provide something that's going to be exceptionally well received by Bermudians, by the traveling public, and really to put Bermuda on the map for those that are coming to the island, that are visiting the island. So inbound traffic, inbound business, make Bermuda more accessible. Bermuda's a fantastic place. It's less than 2 hours from New York. Not enough Americans, not enough Canadians, not enough of the rest of the world know how close this glorious island is to the rest of the world. And so if we can put the face of Bermuda into something that is really dramatically different from anything else that's out there, I think we can really do well for Bermuda. I think we can be fantastic corporate citizens, and we can really put Bermuda on the map.
You had your own experience of problems with airlift that you took a cruise here to the island. Do you want to give a little bit more detail about that?
Well, you know, it's a funny story, I guess. When I was working on bringing together investors for BermudAir, I actually had to get to Bermuda on a Monday morning for a 9 o'clock meeting that I had arranged. I had 2 full days of business here on the island, Monday and Tuesday, and I was at our apartment in New York, and I couldn't get on any flight on the Sunday. Everything was fully booked. Couldn't get on the flight on the Saturday. This is last fall, I guess. And the flight that was available on Monday would have got me in too late. So the only thing I could do, and the only thing I could think of was, you know, there's actually a cruise terminal just up the road from where I live, or from my apartment. And so I said, let's see what's available. I got on a Carnival cruise ship and I headed to Bermuda. I got here overnight on the Sunday. I got a Twizy from Dockyard, and I got to my meeting just before 9 o'clock on the Monday morning.